Hi there, and welcome to Andy Robinson RC. And on today's episode, I'm looking at all things from Solihull and Land Rover. Okay, so why is there a huge green hair? Okay, so as you may notice from the start of that video, I've driven up in my 1955 Series 1 Land Rover because I love Land Rovers, as you probably know by now. But what I've come to play with today is this newly acquired Tamiya CC01 Land Rover Defender 90, which came out in 2018. And this one here particularly is it's based on a 1994 1995 model year Land Rover Defender. And it's got a bit of a NAS look to it, which stands for North American. Was it NAS or the NASA? No, it escapes me now. North American Spec. That's what NAS stands for, and it's loosely based on a North American Spec Land Rover Defender. Just got here. It would have been, if this is a real car, it would have been a 300 TDI as well. That's what engine they were running in at that time. However, I'm sure the North American Spec vehicles had a V8 engine in, but if it had been in the UK, it'd have been a 300 TDI. And also, I brought that with me, which is cool. I've been wanting one of these for ages. This came up at a cracking price, so I had to have it. And also, just because this has never even featured on a YouTube video yet, and just for a bit of a comparison, I've got the Scale Charisma 1981 four-door Range Rover on their Scale chassis. So we'll be having a look at that running as well, but we're mainly looking at that Tamiya Defender. Okay, so let's come around here a minute. So I've done a couple of little things. It's pretty stock, but not entirely. Now, if I pick this up, it's been fully bore raced. It came like that as I bought it. But what I have done is I've actually got the Charisma Range Rover tyres and wheels on this because they're a lot softer than the Tamiya kit ones. They're a little bit bigger, but they just about clear everything. So I've put these wheels and tyres on. As I said, it's bore raced. Now the only other thing I've done is I've softened the suspension a little bit, and because the body wobbles a bit, I've put some little O-rings under the body just to keep it a bit firmer on there. So yeah, so what we're going to do on this video, we're just going to take it down this track because this is a trail truck. Okay, it's not an out-and-out crawler. It just doesn't have the same capabilities as the Scale Charisma does. But if you want to do a bit of a, flat tracks, dusty, gravelly tracks, and things like that, this is ideal for that. So we're going to run this first, and then we'll have a quick look at the Scale Charisma Range Rover, and you'll be able to see the differences of them when they're running. Okay, now what I will do is, before we go any further, I'm going to take the keys out so no one nicks my car. Although we are in a quiet area, still, you can they're not exactly the hardest things in the world to nick. Right, okay, so we're going to go and drive this one first. Let's get the Land Rover going. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, it is fitted with an LED light kit, which you might just be able to see if I hold it straight on there. Okay. Also, as well, I've just thought this has got one thing better than a real Land Rover: a sunroof that doesn't leak. Right, anyway, I'm going to turn this on now and hopefully, yeah. Right, let's go and see what this is like on the trail. Now, I have had this running already, and it did come with a torque tune motor. And to be honest, for this sort of vehicle, it was way too quick. Way too quick it was. And I even just went back to just a stock 540. Now, if you drive it at speed, I still think it's too fast scale. So I am looking to put on slower motor in this, maybe a 55 turn or something like that. But I say, this is what it was made for. Now, Tamiya did release the CC02 not that long ago, and that is a much more capable chassis than the original CC01. So maybe I'd like to get a CC02 at some point, but I would prefer if you put a Land Rover Defender body on. I mean, I'm not saying the Unimog's nice, the new Unimog, but for this sort of track that we're on, look, I mean, it's absolutely no problem at all. You can see there, it runs fine. We'll go down here just a little further. Okay, we're just trying to keep the shadows out of the while filming here. Oh yeah, I mean, if you look here, bit of a pothole, but look, it will get over things like this, no problem. Now what I will do is, I will turn this round and we'll just, I'll show you what it's like at full chat. Okay, so you'll be able to see. In fact, if I'll reverse it up a bit, and then we'll go at full speed, and you can see what it's like. I personally think this is too fast for this. Anyway, here we go. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, with the torque tune in, it was much quicker than that. And what they did do is, because these have got a high sense of gravity, you flip over them. You know, but as you can see, it's fine, stuff like this. Turning circle isn't the best on these either. That is another bit of a flaw for them. Also, as well, if you notice on the back body where the spare fake wheel is, if you watch it, it wobbles a heck of a lot. It does need some strengthening in there. And I probably should do that. It does come with strengtheners, Lexan strengtheners in the kit, but it still, look, it wobbles around a bit. So if you're wanting that real scale log, you might be best off to trying to eliminate that. Anyway, drive this back here. And we'll go get the Range Rover. I might do one little more pass for this. Hopefully without rolling it. We'll just move out of the way while it's parked. And as you see, I thought we were doing so well then. We were doing really well. We've tried to be filming this really early. Well, I say really early, about 10, whatever the time is. Just one, so it's not baking hot, and two, that we have got the track clear for running. So, anyway, I do like this. I'm going to give it another pass. Yeah, I'm going to get that Range Rover out. So there you go, that is my Tamiya CC01 Range Rover. No, it's not. Getting confused. That's my Tamiya CC01 Land Rover 90 Defender. Because I've got Range Rover on the brain now. But yeah, and they always look good, a bit dusty, and then to show like they've been used as well. I love the Charisma tyres on this. They're so scale looking and looking really nice and soft. Anyway, let's turn this one off for now. Say turn it off, the lights stay on. Because they're taking directly off the battery. Okay, anyway, now we're going to get this Range Rover going, and you'll see instantly how much better this is at going over things and how supple the suspension is. Now this, I wouldn't say it's a full blown out crawler. It is still somewhere between a crawler and a trail truck. but obviously it's a far more capable thing than the CC01 chassis. Now these, you've got to remember that CC01 chassis came out in the early 90s, originally with the Jeep Wrangler. This is only a few years old since the crawling explosion has happened. I simply got this because it was a Range Rover. I got it as a bargain. It cost me £100 second hand. It's a bit rough underneath, but I did swap out the wheels and tyres, and I put a brand new body set on, so it looks nice. But I like it that much, I might sell this one and get a brand new one because I love it. Right, okay, let's go. Now, this at full speed is much more scale for me. This is how it goes. That is full speed. Now, the battery might not be totally awesome on this because I've been using it and I'm just using the rest of the power. But you can see how it goes over the lumps and bumps. It's just effortless. Now, what was I going to say then? I had something on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it is. So I said, yeah, this is based on a 1981 four-door Range Rover. Now the cool thing is, the reason I like these so much, not only is it a Land Rover product, but my dad rebuilt one of these. He had a 1971 K-Reg blue Range Rover, and that thing was so comfortable, it was awesome. So that's why I like the classic Range Rovers. But yeah, we're going to find some more lumps and bumps. Now, in fact, look here, and you get here, look just how much flex there is on the suspension. So much more than the Tamiya CC01. Also, that's what I was going to say as well. Also, this has a slipper clutch which helps protect the gears. And I'm going to get run over again, so we're just going to move out the way, just so we don't get flattened. Yeah, I don't want to get flattened. So yeah, let's follow it a while. Let's give it a bit of a blast up there. So you can see it's definitely not as quick as the CC01, but it's not the point of these things. But again, perfect for these sorts of tracks. It will climb really quite steep gradients. Tyres make a big difference, as with any car. So yeah. I do like them. Cool. So there you go, just a little drive about with the Range Rover. There you go. Right, let's take it back to the car, the real car. Right, so there you go. That is my two scale vehicles based on Land Rover products. So you've got the Tamiya CC01 Land Rover Defender 90 and the scale Charisma Range Rover 1981 four-door. So yeah, that's it really for this video. I just wanted to get these out and show you them, obviously with my awesome, I know I'm biased, but I actually love this, my 1955 Series 1. Right, okay, so thank you very much for checking this video out. It's much appreciated, and thank you for everyone's continued support with the channel. If you haven't seen any of our videos before, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button and notification bell, and we'll see you on a video soon. Look after yourselves and take care. See you later.